some Wawa.
They want some Wawa. That little sweet little chick. He's over there, I think, now, isn't he?
I'm not sure.
He was just walking around, the little baby chick. Oh, yeah, he's with his mother.
Good. It's good to see. I don't see him over. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he's with her.
Taking good care. I got 4 guinea hen eggs down here in the pit.
4 in the pet?
Yeah.
Oh boy, for some reason they're having fun laying them over there. Let's see. If I pick them up, you get to hold the camera. If you pick them up, I get to hold the camera.
I'll hold the camera.
He's going to hold the camera while I dig in the dirt. Okay, sweetie. All right. You don't have to video me digging in the pet. Just...
Let's see Ruthie get down there and get those eggs. They dug that hole. It's a good 8 inches deep. It's a pain, isn't it?
I don't mind. Man.
Can you get them? Now you know why I hate doing it.
The problem with the pet
It's
is
like
it's really deep.
It's like going to touch your toes and have to add another foot.
It's really deep. I'll have to show them this. Guys, you gotta look at this pet. It's like they dug like a foothold.
I love it though.
And you gotta, you're in the chicken thing. I don't mind doing the work. I just, I'm getting old, bending down and bending. That's why we need to go back to the gym. Right, honey?
Yes, for sure.
And it was a little concerned with criminals on the loose in the area.
Oh, they're in the top of New York. They're in the Adirondacks.
So it's like, you know how you hate to...
We're about 200 miles from the Adirondacks.
Right, because you're thinking, oh geez,
These
keep
guys
the
are on
doors
foot.
locked and the windows locked. Have you guys been seeing that show on the news?
About the escapees
The escapees.
from Clinton prison.
Of course, in this town, I lived here just for a little bit, and the police know your name and where you live, which I love it, because they know, it's like, my son was just walking down the street home from work one day, and because he only worked like 2 doors over, and the police say to him, are you, Russell, and they knew who I was and who Quail was, and we had just gotten married, and it was kind of neat. So I was happy. I'd rather have people know who I am.
That's because they know you're the criminal element.
Me? Nah. But it's a small town feel, and I love it. 500 people in our town, let me tell you.
Oh, there's got to be more than that.
In Red Creek, there's only 500 people, honey.
Oh, you checked it out?
Yep, I did check it out because I thought it was really cool. I mean, how many people can say they live in a town of 500 people? So it's really neat. But anyway, so I was a little bit worried about taking walks and stuff.
Hey, if you open the door here.
Well, when I was a kid, we had a big manhunt for some criminals, and actually we lived in the Adirondacks at that time, and they were stopping all the cars and searching them, and everybody was afraid and kept their kids in.
Did you collect any of these eggs?
No, I did not. I'm gabbing.
Here, Gabby, there's 2.
Okay, there's 2 eggs. So anyway.
What do you got a stick in there for?
So in New York, that people have been, that's been a
How
concern.
are you guys set for food? Whoop. They're good.
I haven't been too afraid. Just
Here,
using wisdom.
Quail. Here, Quail. There you go. Alright, let me get your eggs there, chicken little. Little chickens.
Where we live too, if somebody's car is in our driveway, people will ask us. Just because we live on a busy road and everything.
Watch the door.
They'll say, I saw somebody at your house.
3 eggs. Good Better layers than chicken.
Woo!
Are there any other guinea eggs over here?
I haven't seen any more guinea hens. You guys better stop laying in there. Don't be laying in that ditch.
Yeah.
Put
Stop
something
laying
in there.
that ditch.
Put something.
Concrete block. Keep you from laying in there.
then they'll find another
I've
hole.
got to get some concrete blocks and raise this up.
There's the baby. He's next to the rooster. And where's his mother?
That's fine. Sure.
Where's his mother?
She's under here.
Go find your mother. Go home, little kid. Go find your mother. I've never said that to a kid in my life.
I'm going to throw some scratch feed out for them.
Oh, poor little kid. He went home to his mama.
You'll get some scratch feed.
Yeah.
Get a scoop of that right now. And that way the big ones will...
What do people used to say? Do you hear your mother calling?
That's what the question was. What do we feed the quail and the chickens? That's what it was. I feed a variety. I feed whole kernel corn. I feed cracked corn. At different times. I don't do it every day.
If you want them to lay eggs, what do you feed them?
You want them to lay eggs. You give them a 16% high protein laying mash or laying pellets. Some places only sell pellets and not mash. I buy the mash because our local feed store grinds their own. Made with corn and oats.
Your chickens will not automatically lay eggs if you don't do the right things for them.
And they have to have so many hours of daylight too. They don't just lay eggs because they want to lay eggs.
Spider or mosquito.
That's my... Alright, let me see. Cracked corn.
Give me your eggs. Eggs for the poor. Alms for the poor. Eggs for the poor.
I wouldn't say we're poor.
Well, you just said eggs for the poor. You know, alms for the poor.
This is the cracked corn.
Okay.
What it is it's not ground up, but it's busted into smaller pieces. That way the little chicks can get it. The big chickens love to dig in it, as you'll see. I'm going to spread it all over so everybody has a chance to get some.
Pretty much most birds and animals can eat that. Even your rabbits and your guinea pigs, but not something you want to just give to them. It's really for birds more.
Oh, I'll give you guys a little shot through the fence. There we go.
Yay!
You want to see the baby with the mama over here?
I want to see the baby with the mama. I love the little baby chicks. It's so sweet when they're out in the barn with their mama.
Mama's out here eating and the baby's right alongside her.
The little baby's so independent.
He's picking the little pieces of corn up. He's over behind that guinea hen now. Pretty much standing by himself eating.
Yeah, he's getting braver, I see.
Chase him too. He'll go right in with the
No,
nose.
I didn't chase him.
Don't go close.
No, I won't.
That's far enough. And you can see what's going on over here with the quail. Come over here, Ruthie, with the camera. See this quail laying on the wire?
Yeah.
He's trying to dust himself on the wire.
Aw.
So that means we need to get them
A sandbox.
a sandbox, right? So that they can dust. They love dusting their feathers. And
Oh, there's that little baby right there. He is.
look at his crop is right full.
The baby?
Hey, look.
Oh, yeah.
A little white pouch underneath his belly.
Okay.
It's called his crop, and he's got it right full. She's got bugs and everything in there. That's good. That means they probably didn't need all that corn.
See, I've had a 4-year education, well, 5, because when we started dating, in farming from clay, but it is a lifetime. It's not something that's easily, there's a lot to learn.
There's so much to learn. It took me years to figure out different things, the different sounds they make, the reason they make that sound.
The best thing I could say, if you want to learn about farming, just keep watching and learning and
a lot of it
asking
is
questions.
self-taught, but
Right. Well, just keep asking questions and
I'll give you any knowledge that I've got throughout the years.
And watch not just our videos, but other people's
See how they
videos
love
and
that
ask
little cracked
questions.
corn? They just love picking through it. They love the whole corn too, but see how she picks up a piece of corn and she drops it just so that the baby will pick it up and eat it. That's how they teach the babies to eat. See her pick them. She'll eat a bunch herself, and then she'll pick one up and then drop it down in front of him. You can get off to the side and see.
Yeah, see if I can see it.
Watch, she'll cluck a little bit, and see her drop it?
Yep, she's teaching them.
That's where she teaches them how to pick up them little dots.
And I want to say this here too, as we're talking about stuff with the farming. Just because somebody has a YouTube channel and they're doing farming or anything doesn't mean that they know everything that they're doing. And I say this to caution you because we feel like you guys are, our family, that there's a lot of good people out there, but there's a lot of people out there that don't know what they're doing too. So, just you'll learn as you go along if you're trying to learn farming.
I'm not saying I'm a know-it-all, but
I mean,
after 40 years, I can tell what sounds they make and why they're making them.
I mean, we still are learning. There's some people that we learn things from, but I'm just saying that there are some people that are out there that they don't know.
As far as quail, I've only had them I used to have them years past when I was in my 20s, but back then there was no guides, no YouTube.
Right.
To learn anything, so it was pretty much you did it on your own. I had the quail for a while, but not like I have now. I mean, knowing the different proteins they need and what you can and can't do with them, and I've learned a lot in the past 2 years with these quail, just on the quail themselves.
Right. Well, so we want to encourage you to learn as much as you can.
So I'm going to help out by giving you all the information that I've learned and read about, so you don't make any mistakes and take a chance of losing any of your...
Because it's an expensive venture. If you have if you keep building your little farm, it's good to get the right information, and we want you to get the right information. So
you guys like some corn.
So we just want to tell you that, learn as much as you can from everybody.
Lots and lots of eggs. Here, I'm going to give you corn on one side and mash on the other. How's that? And then if you drop any corn, the girls down below will eat it all up. How's that?
So watch a lot of the YouTube channels, and how do I put this?
Well, there's other people out there with a lot of information on quail.
Exactly, and so learn, and after a while, if you keep studying the right stuff, you'll be able to tell when things aren't lining up.
3 eggs, 4, 5 eggs, 5 of the whites. I'm going to shut this for a second. There's a couple more. Wow. Bunch of them over here.
Oh, wow. And if you're raising anything...
Hey, quit kicking them eggs. I can't get them if you're kicking them.
If you're raising anything and you're not on YouTube, we encourage you to get on YouTube and to start your own channel and show what you have.
Got a dozen eggs in here.
Oh, yeah.
Another 7 here, plus them 5 is 12. A dozen quail eggs. Now with quail have to have at least 16 hours of light.
To lay eggs?
So you'll continually get eggs. They'll lay eggs, but not as often. If they got 16 hours of light, you'll get all kinds of eggs. And Ruthie's trying to get me to hatch some more, right?
I wanted to hatch some more before winter because it's a lot easier to harvest everything in the better weather than in the middle of winter. So if we're lacking meat, then I have the freezer filled. Okay. That's what I like to have the freezer filled as much as I can.
Here, guys.
Because you really have to learn. It takes years to really learn what works on your farm, and so you have to balance out your money budget too, because we have to fill our freezer hopefully before the snow falls.
Well,
to go through till the next season.
There's only 2 of us, but
Well, it's nice if you don't have to. If
You don't have to go out and buy meat all the time. Not that we're going to eat nothing but quail.
Chicken and quail and.
But we do like the quail.
But on a snowy, freezing day, or when you get big electric bills, you already have your meat. You don't have to spend that money.
All right, how are you guys set? Oh, you're empty.
Oh my goodness.
Just give you a little bit of twist over the side, and let me get you some crank corns. The quail are dropping left and right, so.
Who is that? Is that you crowing over there? Yep, and you got a band on your leg. So, we just want to offer you all the best resources that are in, that we can, and then to also share with you places you can go that we may not, maybe they are, somebody's better, like, at something, We're always learning. Farming is a forever learning.
I'm going to give these guys some whole kernel corn. That'll help.
Okay.
They're going to get cracked in the feeder, but there you go. Here, anybody want to try some whole kernel?
Oh boy, have they had this before?
Yeah, but they really didn't like it, but they were little too. They weren't great big. I'm going to put it outside for them though.
Okay. There they go.
Didn't like that.
You're like, uh-oh. Look at him.
How are you guys?
You gonna act up for me? He's been waiting for you doing that.
Water. You're good. Okay, you gonna crow? Maybe I can get another rooster banded. Speaking of roosters, what did you guys do with my... There they are. You guys pulled them through the wire. Bad quail. Bad.
What'd they do?
They pulled them.
Oh, they pulled
it through the wire and it was hanging down.
Oh, no.
I couldn't figure out what they did with it.
I have to admit, the quail are some of the friendliest birds I've ever seen.
Yeah, they're really friendly. Hang this up. I see who you are, and you got a band on.
Yeah, he's been crowing.
He's always crawling. Alright, I'm gonna put that band up here. I gotta watch it again. You got a band. You've got a band. Makes it a lot easier when you've got some of them banded.
Yeah, it helps. But the meat is really good. And
We haven't tried the white meat yet.
Yeah, I'm excited about trying that.
The brown ones are all dark meat quail, and the white ones are white meat. That was a
Here's a boy, right here.
Yeah, that's a brown. I'm not banding them. They're gonna be eaten.
Okay.
Sorry, but that's the way it goes.
Well,
This is a big female. She's pretty.
Well, do you want her to come inside?
No, I don't want anybody come inside. She's the big female from the first batch.
Oh,
because there was a male and a female. And she's a big female. She may go out with Quail and them. I gotta...
Hello there. You need to get you a name.
The young males are starting to want to fight a little bit, so I've got to get them thin. Got to thin the herds. I need to build another cage against that wall.
Sally.
No, there's no names.
Sally's a big girl.
There's only one that got a name and
Uh-oh.
got a band.
Who's back there? I heard somebody crowing.
He was back there with a band.
Oh, yeah. You got a band on there, dearie. And some of these roosters are getting a little, these white silkies are starting to get a little bit, showing that they're men too here.
Yeah, we're going to have to sort them out. And
He's calling to the hens?
yeah. Gonna pick up the food and drop it. Trying to get Trying to get the hens to following.
And for you guys that don't ever want to raise chickens or anything, you know, it's not going to fit into your lifestyle right now, just think of all the fun you'll have when you talk to people that are farming, and you'll know a lot. You'll say, well, I knew that.
They've been breeding this hen.
Oh, how do you know?
The back of her head is
bald.
bald.
Oh, yeah.
That's how they grab them by the back of the head, then breed them, and then they...
She's a ball. They're
That's
bald.
how you can tell if they're laying eggs, because they only breed the ones that are laying eggs.
It's interesting how they know. So yeah, so always look for the bald females if you go to buy, looking for eggs.
Yeah, if she's bald on the back of her head, buy her. If you're buying full-grown quail.
Boy, I'm glad that we don't have to deal with that. Half the women in the world be walking around with a bald old head.
The back of their head be bald.
If they have kids. That's my mama, the one with the bald head.
I'm waiting to see if the white ones start getting bald heads here pretty soon. That'll be easier for me to tell females.
I feel like their beaks are pretty. Aren't they pretty?
They're really inquisitive, too.
They are. Hello, am I getting your
come right
picture
up and wanna see
taken?
what that camera is.
You're getting your picture taken. Doris Day. I'm not going to name them because I listened to my husband. It's easier that way. Makes for a lot of peace. Trust me, Clay and I can have disagreements though. But not many. We don't really. But if we have a difference of opinion, we discuss it. Clay listens to my input.
And if Ruthie gets a harebrained scheme going,
she
she passes it by me, and I'll let her know the logic of whether it's viable or not.
It's something we need to get into.
Because she likes to go ahead and do things, and then later on finds out that it wasn't the smartest thing to do. We got another egg over here. See how they're laying? They'll lay while you're standing right here. Look at that. That's 13 eggs. Just from the whites and the young browns. You be nice. She wants to eat.
I am a dreamer, and Clay is logical.
I'm the Mr. Spock of this relationship.
He's Mr. Spock, and I don't know who I am.
If it's not logical, then
I'm Phyllis Diller.
Don't do it. Well, we're gonna wrap this. We're gonna wrap this all up and head back into the house. So follow us, subscribe, thumbs up, and live long and prosper.
Bye.
Bye-bye.